And then, as you moved into your day, your timing was particularly good. And as you got into your automobile and you made your motion into traffic, you found the traffic to be like it usually is. In other words, it didn't evaporate. There was no miraculous missing traffic. But the traffic that was there seemed to be flowing, and your entrance into it was good, and you felt very good. You feel good about life. You feel good about where you're going. You feel good about your mate. And you say, I think I will go this way today. And your mate says, oh, really? I was thinking maybe we should go this way. And you say, have you been that way recently? And your partner says, I just have a feeling about it. I don't know. Why don't you try it? And you say, what do we have to lose? So you're not resisting it, so you don't get all disconnected. And even though your partner was not as well aligned as you are and didn't have the best idea in the world, you didn't resist it, and you went that way, and traffic did not open in the way your partner thought it would. But it's no skin off your nose. You have plenty of time. You're in love with life. You're in love with this person. It's not the end of the world. You laugh about it. You say, that's the last time I let you choose the way that we go. But it does not become this big life or death issue. And because you stay in alignment, all of a sudden, the two of you discover something that neither one of you knew before. In your lack of resistance and in two minds cooperating together, you devise a plan that neither one of you could have found by yourself. You're tuned in, tapped in, turned on. You have broader connection. Your partner is too. You're both connected to Source. Source is feeding both of you. New ideas are flowing. And you end up having a very delightful new adventure on a path that you have not been on before, having exposure to experiences that you would not have had before, and your life does not melt down to be an in-the-moment, constant competition about who's right and who's wrong. You come to realize that there are many, 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 many different ways to get every place you want to go. And there's not one right path. And you are not in competition with each other about what the right path is. You are cooperatively co-creating with one another. And the variety, the variances, the disagreements in the choices that you make is the very thing that gives birth to the greater path. In other words, eternity, eternalness is based upon this cooperative disagreement. If you all agreed about everything, there would be no motion forward. There would be no new idea. There would be no third plan. There would be no adding unto all that is. There would be no eternity. There would be no expanding universe. There would be no eternal life. There would be endedness. And so, if we were standing in your physical shoes every day, we would thank our lucky stars, and they all are lucky. Every day we would feel appreciation for the discord and disagreements and different points of view that exist in your house, in your own mind, in your nation, in your world. Because these disagreements give birth to the ideas that those who are connected will then live out. So, very good mantra is, oh well, now what? Oh well, now what? If we were standing in your physical shoes, now more than ever, it would be our powerful intention to allow nitpicking, petty, unimportant disagreements be a thing of the past. And we would every day step into that greater intention of who I really am. So next time you're lost and feeling confused, stop and say, but who am I really? I'm not really lost. Next time you have not enough money, stop and say, but who am I really? I am truly an abundant person. Who am I really? What is the bigger picture? And it is our promise to you, if you will, each time you feel negative emotion, reach for the bigger picture until you feel soothing. You will connect with Source on such a regular basis that every picture, big or small, will line up for you, because that is the promise of Source to you. You are beloved beings, fully supported, always understood, and always in the mind of Source. You are never forgotten. You are never left out. Well-being is never not flowing to you. You've just got to find some way, somehow, of tricking your mind into letting the well-being in instead of tenaciously holding to this petty little moment of needing to be right about something that couldn't matter less in the scheme of things. You are right. You are right. You're right. You're here and your opinion matters. Your opinion is so right that in the moment that you define that you want something, all of the resources of the universe fall into alignment in order to accommodate you. And if you were not so stubbornly needing to be right by making somebody else wrong, you'd be the recipient of the evidence of your rightness right now. If you were not comparing yourself to someone else who thinks they're right and trying to defend your rightness against them, you'd be in this soothing, open place where you could allow the well-being to be. So many people cannot be right without making somebody else wrong. And that is the screwiest thing that humans do. Because Source doesn't say, we've only got enough juice for half of you to be right. Oh, wait. We've only got enough for a small percentage of you to be right. So most of you are just going to have to get used to being wrong. And just a few right ones will get the resources. It isn't like that at all. The resources flow to all who ask. And you live them fully when you let them in. We want you to step into a bolder, more general place of connection where you just feel good for no other reason than that it feels good to feel good. And when you begin to practice that, all of the details of your life take care of themselves because there are endless resources of alignment that assist you. There is an orchestration of energy on your behalf that defies verbal description. The well-being of this time-space reality is at an all-time high. More are asking than ever before. The energy is coming forth in response to your request more than ever before. This is the greatest potential for human thriving in all of the existence of all that is. We have never known a more dynamic time. We have never known a more expressive time. We've never known a more joyful potential time than that which you are standing upon now. So you get to choose moment by moment. Am I going to let it in by my choice of thought, or shall I pinch it off by taking a stance about something that has nothing to do with me?